Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today we get to do the final unveil top to bottom on the single axle truck that's got the really cool back seat in it.
We are doing it. We've been waiting quite a while. It's been to do this reveal video. Jared from PDI is on his way down, and the new owner for this truck is going to be driving it. And we're going to reveal who that is in this video, but we're going to keep it a secret for a little bit because it's pretty neat dude that's getting this thing.
It is. It's a really cool secret. It's someone very well known. If you're into that particular sport, we're gonna keep that's all we're gonna say. And then you got to watch the whole video because we're unveiling that kind of about midway through. So
Yeah. Probably go down the road in it. We could take a bunch of people with us, Tommy.
Yeah, you can get everybody on the inside of this one. So yeah, we can do one heck of a ride and drive, and hopefully he likes it. I think he's gonna love it. But before we get into all that, let's just turn the camera around, let's walk around, show the truck for what it is, and then maybe go from there.
Let's do it.
All right.
All right.
All right, well, there she is. Oh, be careful there, Brian. Yeah, you got some of this the super top secret truck in there.
I did.
Whoop,
Yep.
whoop, whoop. Easy,
Nope.
easy.
Can't see that right now.
Yeah, let's walk this way so that way the camera doesn't pan over too much on that beautiful blue. So this is the truck.
This is it. This is the single axle. 589. It's a I believe this is a 260 wheelbase. 250 wheelbase maybe.
I was about to say 260 seems long for that.
I think it might. No, you know what? I'm way off. I think it's a 240.
I was about to say that.
Yeah.
Everything about 260, and I was like, well, 250 is closer.
No,
but,
that's 240. Me and him were going through it. I think it's 240.
Yeah, very, very short wheelbase.
It could be 235.
So anyway.
We don't know.
So Jared's coming in, and he is bringing the proud new owner of this beast, which it is a beast, by the way. We've done a lot to this truck, and it is super, super cool. But anyway, the new owner is kind of a secret for this part of the video. You're going to get to find out later in this video who the owner is.
It's kind of a big deal if you're into the rodeo stuff for sure.
Yeah, I mean, if you're into anything, in the rodeo world, you're probably going to know this name. So, all that being said, let's go over the truck, and then we'll do some super top secret unveiling.
I like it. So you guys seen in previous videos, and I'm going to put a link down below on this video. We've done 2 different videos on this truck previously. One was the installation of the 12 gauge stainless grill surround and grill, and then the Firewire corner lights, marker lights, LED marker lights.
LED marker lights.
Yeah.
It's been a long day, ladies and gentlemen. It has.
This evening, see, it's dark outside.
Yeah, it's dark outside. It's Friday. It's been a long week, really, but anyway.
So we've done some videos of those. We'll put those down below in the description if you guys want to see it. But I guess we'll go over all the cool things we've done with this truck. When this truck first showed up, Tommy, it was the weirdest looking thing I've ever seen. This is the first single axle we've ever had in the shop. And honestly, for a long time, myself, Shock, Chaz, Edward, everybody was like, I don't know what to think about this thing. It's only got one axle in the back. And it just looked weird.
It was really hard to accept for us because we're just not used to working on single axles and automatics, to be quite frank.
Yeah, but so as we've been working on this thing and got it to this point where it's completed now, I love the way it looks, and everybody else in the shop does too.
It's funny, Brian, me and you had the conversation a second ago about should we build one of these for us to just drive around, because it's an automatic and it's got the coolest back seat of any truck.
Oh yeah, I mean it's got we've done a video on that too.
There's a
the
whole
F-150 seat.
There's a whole video on the back seat that we did, but I mean,
you can pull a toy hauler with this. That'd be the ticket.
We could pull a toy hauler with it. We could. There's a lot of things you could do with it. I mean, can you imagine taking this thing to truck shows and it's just like, all right, whose vehicle are we taking to dinner? And it's just like everybody pile into the Peterbilt.
Yep. So going over the stuff we've done on the truck, we've got a 12 gauge, 20-inch blind mount bumper. This is the rolled in bumper, not your like hard brake, regular mitered in, which will just be 2 straight lines. It's actually got a nice roll to it. And then stainless grill surround. We chromed the front pieces of the headlight, and we've chromed the fender braces. That way it all matches, the shine of everything matches 100% on the stainless, you know.
Yeah. So on the front end of this truck, you said this is the very first 4-piece stainless 379 grill that's been put on a 589, right?
Yes. Jeff sent us this, and that was the first one.
It turned out pretty dang tremendous. I mean, if you look at it,
It looks awesome.
I know, man. Everything about this truck looks awesome. Just staring at it from the front side, there's very little that gives it away. I mean, driving. So if you met this truck on the interstate, and
If you're just in the other lane, you're gonna have a hard time figuring out what
and
it is.
way down away from you, so
Yeah.
this thing tops the hill, you know, a mile out, and you see it. There's no way you're thinking, hey, that's one of those new 589s.
No, it definitely was. It does not give off the first impression of it at all.
No.
So we painted the front hubs. That is that blue is actually called performance blue. We'll talk about the frame back there in a minute when we get to it. But painted the front hubs, performance blue, lifetime lug nut covers, lifetime chrome oilers on it. We did our tall breather bars with penny lights in it, front and rear, and we painted these breathers black to match the truck. And we done something else with these breathers.
Chop the top on them.
Yeah, we did.
Those breather screens are a little bit shorter.
And so you can't get a lot out of them, but you can get an inch, and that's what they got. Mm-hmm. It's one of those things like an inch will go a mile or something. Is that what it is?
No,
An inch is worth a mile, or
no, it's give an inch and they take a mile.
that's probably right. Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't think it applies here. That doesn't sound right in the context that we're using it.
No.
All right, so then we got the
Sweeper visor.
sweeper visor.
We got 9 lights on the top, and then we've got the single hoop stainless mirror brackets on here, and we've got our mirror bracket. Oh, she's got a fingerprint. We gotta get that off later.
Yeah.
All the lights we've used on this and the watermelons are all the Glass Legendary watermelon lights. You'll see how nice we've done all of our wiring, making it nice and clean looking. Everything's black and sealed up good. So got those done. Go to the steps. Stainless steps on it. We've got the 3-inch stainless cabin cedar panels with underglow lights. We'll flip the lights on here shortly. Painted the door handles and everything to match. You know, also up top here on the roof, we painted our mirror bracket. You can kind of see it right there. But the mirror bracket on the cab is painted black, so it kind of helps hide in. And then we got stacks on it, Tommy.
Yep. There are 8-inch Dynaflex stacks, the rod picket elbow. These are the dummy exhaust kit. The 54-inch top stacks, mitered cuts.
Yep.
On the back here, we've painted the fuel tanks. Looks like Peter has done a really good job polishing out those straps.
He polished the whole truck out. Well, the whole truck. He only had to do, because everything's so much stainless on it. He was like, what do you need me to do? I'm like, well, it's just the wheels and the tank straps, really.
Yeah. Painted the def cap, or not def cap, def cover.
Yep.
So the painted def cover, polished def cap, Merit deck plate on the back side here.
And we did the entire chassis. This has got a Hendrickson suspension on it, but Mark and Eli painted the entire chassis, base clear, this performance blue. Paint job looks awesome. We just washed this, so there's still a little bit of water on it, but the paint on this frame's amazing. I just walked past a whole nother thing we gotta talk about, Tommy. Mm-hmm. We put these big old dudes on there.
Some 34-inch drops.
So those are Hogue built 34-inch quarter fenders. They look awesome because like the air suspension's all dumped out and the fender's close to the ground. A pretty cool looking setup.
It does look pretty sweet. It's honestly, it's definitely what I would want to put on a single axle if I did one now.
Oh yeah.
Like as I saw those on this truck, I was like, oh man, that looks so cool.
Back here in the rear, we've just got the real wheels, stainless hub covers, and lifetime lug nut covers. And then going to the back. Oh wait, the back of the sleeper. We got stuff on the back of the sleeper here, Tommy. We added 4 lights on the back of the sleeper. We painted the sleeper vents black to match. Just kind of looks nice and clean. Mm-hmm. And we get the very back of the truck.
Big 12-gauge T-bar.
Yep.
Painted to match the frame. Got the PDI logos on the mud flaps and some semi-casual
Mud flap hangers.
Mud flap weights.
Weights. I said
Weights.
hangers.
Yeah.
I think I say that a lot. But the T-bar back there looks awesome. That extra little chrome piece in the center just kind of gives it a little something. It's pretty dang neat. I like the way it turned out. You'll notice too, we've got a gooseneck ball on here.
What's the purpose of that, Brian?
Well, I think this thing's gonna be hauling a trailer we're gonna learn about later on in this video. And it's gonna need one of those jobs there, you know?
Mm-hmm. And it's funny, this thing had no rust on it before the wash job.
Yeah, it's kind of the unfortunate deal. And that thing
just,
going in and out. We talked about painting it, but it isn't gonna hold.
Yeah, it wouldn't hold. We probably should squirt some WD-40 or something on it.
Just put some. Yeah, we could do that.
Yeah,
It'd help it.
Something that it would look better than that.
We'll do that before they get here. And then I guess we just go over the interior just a little bit. Actually, we can go over the interior in a minute after we meet. We'll get with Jared and the new owner of the truck.
Yeah, let's do that.
And then we can jump in and kind of like get their impression of the interior and stuff.
Yeah, because it'd be neat to catch their first impression on video.
Yeah,
because because there's some cool painted parts, and of course we got the whole video on the back seat, the Ford F-150 seat in the back. Yeah. So it would be neat to catch their impression on it because again, it's pretty neat to see.
Oh yeah.
You're on it again, Brian. That was the super top secret truck.
Sorry. I don't think they could see anything.
Okay. Well,
you're telling me I didn't come here just to spec out maybe a secret?
Yeah, no, it's super top secret. Can't tell anybody about it yet.
What's funny is everybody's watching this video, and 3 foot behind the camera is what everybody wants to see right now.
So close, yet so far away. All right, well, guys, this is the part of the video that we talked about earlier where we're going to do a little handover here, Jared.
Well, thank you. I just want to give a shout out to Semi Casual. The partnership that PDI and Semi Casual has been amazing on building on a lot of cool projects that we're coming up with and going to do in the near future. And but that's not what the story's all about. The story's about the guy that's standing in between us, Miles Baker. On an introduction to him is we feel like him and his team is the very best in the horse world, in the rope horse fraternity, rope horse world. And it's kind of a weird story how it all got started. Is our partnership and our relationship is through a horse. We wanted to have the very best for my son Staten, and we ended up with a horse called Hitman from Miles' dad, actually, and he's become a family pet more than he is a rope horse. We always tease, like, is he going to have a bed in the house or one in the front room? But he hasn't made it there. He just gets to wear two blankets. But anyways, I think the proper time's to turn the keys over to Miles, and we're thankful for the partnership we have with him too.
Yeah, man, this is not even an inkling of what's the coolest part of it's been. It's kind of started out as a business deal and then a friendship, and now we're basically family and getting to do something cool like this and just getting to be a part of this, of watching, following y'all's YouTube channel. I'm a truck lover myself, and Jared and I got to talking about horses, and then it went to trucks, and I was like, man, it'd be cool for the caliber of horses that we're hauling up and down the road to have one of them trucks. And he's, between him and y'all, he said, I can make whatever you can imagine happen. And so anyway, this is what we got here, and I've kind of told some people we were working on something pretty cool, and I just thank y'all and Jared and everybody for being a part of this, because this is, when I pull out of here, I'm going to have a real big smile on my face.
Jared just said, I know a guy, right?
Yeah.
So this particular truck, tell us a little bit about the application, because it's definitely something different than what we normally build. We're typically this is the first single axle we've actually ever built on the channel.
This is the first single axle's ever been in the shop. This is first one we've ever messed with. Everything. Yeah.
So it's not it turned out super cool. All of us was trying to wrap our head around it when it first came in here. It was like, man, like that's a little bit odd, but now that the truck is done, we all want it and we all want to keep it. And Brian wants to turn it into another one of our shop pads. But the application, what's the plan with the truck?
So we go to a lot of horse shows, like rope horse futurities and stuff, and when we go, me and my partner take a lot of horses, and I have an 8-horse bloomer right now, and Jared helped me along with Jake and Randy Bloomer, and we designed an 8-horse bloomer with a pretty good sized living quarters on it. And so I think the trailer's massive, and it's too big for a pickup, and this is just, it's going to be an epic rig rolling down the road, and it gives me enough horsepower to pull the trailer that big. And I got two just newborn twins that are going to go to all the horse shows with me, and so I can take my family with me. I can take all the horses I need to be able to show as many as we need to at the shows. And so it's going to be going up and down the road pulling some pretty high caliber horses, and so there's going to be a lot of money behind this thing.
Yep. So, I mean, one thing I got to say about this, you know, from what your setup was before and what you now have, this is a light years safer because the chassis, the brakes, like kind of the entire thing is made to haul the weight.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's one thing I was going to add is when we first started in this, I know this was the first 589 single axle serial number that was built, which is kind of cool too. So
Really?
like there wasn't really any that was built as into that serial number. Like ultimately, like that's what we, you know, he's talking about. And I don't want to throw any numbers out into this 8-horse figuration that's in there, but there's a lot of money behind it. And that's one thing Miles was like is, am I going to be able to stop it? Because all these new pickups nowadays, I mean, they're making 500 horsepower, 1,250 torque. They can go up the hill, but if you lose a brake on the trailer, you go down the hill a lot faster than you came up. And it's, you know, it's about his family now, and that's where we came up with all the cool ideas that are into this. It's more than just a 36-inch bunk.
Yeah, and like he said, it's more than just a normal bunk. It's, some people have probably already seen the videos leading up to it, but the people that are watching it for the first time will get to see, like, there's a lot of work that went into that sleeper, and it's designed for my 2 boys to be back there and to keep them safe. And so having this rig, like he said, not just having a normal 350 or 450 in front of a trailer that big, I'm pulling a lot of money in horses, and I got my family in there with me. And so now, other than just looking cool, I'm in the safest rig up and down the road that I could possibly be in.
Oh, yeah.
And you know what's really neat is since we did this one, it's inspired a lot of builds because we've actually got a few in the build schedule now that's going to be happening just like this, and we're actually getting phone calls on that particular sleeper setup. So it's, I have a feeling this definitely isn't the first one we're doing,
Yeah,
or the only one we're doing.
It may not be the last one that we're doing, because we're always forward thinking, and I'm sure somebody's going to come along and want to take this one from us, and we'll be like, well, have to start thinking about doing another one now. So.
Know where to get another one, don't you?
Yeah.
Well, I think now we just need to go take this thing. You haven't got to drive it yet. We could really kind of show you firsthand the actual interior in this thing, kind of go over it, and we can put the 5-seater to the test today.
Yeah, absolutely. There's enough of us, we can do it.
Good thing
Yeah.
there's 5 of us.
Unfortunately,
4.5.
the weather's not as good as we would like it to be.
No, weather
But-
kind of stinks.
Last time it'll be this shined up for a minute.
Well, let's go for a ride.
Sounds great.
All right, we're getting on the interstate here. We're 5 deep.
Yep. 5 guys, burgers, and fries.
Dad, what do you think? You like it?
Yeah,
Pretty comfortable back there?
yeah, I'm just glad Miles didn't get a manual.
Why? What are you thinking about Miles having a manual right now? You think we'd be on the freeway yet?
No, I think we'd still be pulling out a semi. Yeah.
Miles, what do you got to say about all this? You're saying you can't shift gears.
I don't know. He didn't know me
It
back
looks
in
like
my
you're
trucker
shifting.
days.
It looks like you're
I'm
shifting just fine.
I'm shifting great.
You got plenty of leg room over there? Yeah, man. Cup holders working?
Yeah, keeping it cool.
I feel like I already got a lot of street cred out here on the highway. You know? The truckers see me and putting some respect on me.
There you go.
Yeah. So you feel like you're a baller now?
Yeah, big baller.
I get it. Man, it holds the road good. especially with having fresh tires. You know how always they kind of wash over.
I mean, it's definitely, this thing rides on the road super smooth. I drove it. It drove great. This thing's like driving a pickup truck because it's so short.
The ride's good too.
I can tell all the other truckers are jealous.
Can you?
Yeah. Yeah, so far everyone we've went around, they've been eyeballing us.
I still think out there for all the 589 haters, I think they're missing out. There's a few of those out there.
That is a controversial statement, sir.
It is. I mean, in this application, though, it's perfect because you've got so much more room. We literally swapped seats in here before we started recording. Jared was in the back, and we swapped seats. You can't do that in a smaller cab.
Hey, Jared, do you have anything you want to say to our mutual friend Bill Rethwish about 589s?
Bill, I think you need to order a fleet. Like you need to show up in Crossville and just get an order.
Just replace all of them in one swoop, right?
I know the boys would be for it.
We would be.
Listen, Fred and Luke like our black and red 589, but y'all are poking a bear. I'm staying out of this.
I think old Bill, like, if we had the colors right on one of these, I think he'd be all right getting one. Like, I mean, legendary would look pretty legendary in a 589.
Oh boy.
Love you, Bill.
Just gonna button my lips shut there.
Hey, Miles, how you liking the truck?
I love it.
All right.
I love it.
I can feel Bill's temperature rising from here.
Bill's mad.
He is upset right now.
We'll go up here a little ways and we can fill the truck up if you want. We'll get it that way. Get that out of the way now.
Make me a lot less nervous.
Okay.
Perfect.
When the red light comes on, you can go for a minute. You'll be all right.
He's not pushing though. Like this is a lot heavier to push.
Yeah.
All right, guys, that was it for this video. We got the truck successfully back to the shop, and it is all messy and got its first rain on it.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to it. I'm about to head back to Texas, and next time y'all see this, it'll be hooked up, headed to a horse show.
You'll have a lot of washing to do when you get back.
Yeah, I will. 12-hour drive. I'll be well accustomed to it by the time I get back.
Right. And you know you got to clean in between each spoke on
Yep.
the wheel.
Well, Statton's
Yeah.
coming to.
Oh, he is.
Decatur to clean it, he said.
No.
Is that it?
What
That's
are you
not
going to
my-
Decatur for?
Rope. That's not my job.
We'll rope after you clean the truck. How's that sound?
I think that's a deal.
Yeah.
Is it like when you get horse stall duty? Is it like, well, yeah, clean truck first?
Yeah.
Yeah, we
Same
all got to
thing.
go through it. You can't be cool until you go through it.
All right, well, guys, you know what to do if you guys want to see more videos like this and more content like this and more videos on some more trucks. That I think we're putting together a plan to build some that look kind of similar to this, right?
Yes, we are.
All right, if you guys want to see that and want to know what that's all about, you got to like and subscribe. Follow us on all of our social medias at Semi Casual Show.
Hey, we forgot one thing, guys.
What is that?
You can follow PDI on all y'all social media and on y'all have a YouTube as well at PDIDiesel.com.
.com.
What about your social? We need to plug some more social
I don't
here.
I don't have YouTube, but if y'all want to follow Relentless Remuda to see some horses that can, cool horses that live up to the expectations to pull behind a truck that's cool, y'all can look at Relentless Remuda on Facebook and Instagram.
And they almost have as much horsepower as a PDI truck.
We're working on it.
I'm going to put all the links in the description for you guys, and y'all have a great day. See ya.